We find ourselves in Athens, the largest city in Greece. The 2004 Olympic Games were held here. Many Greek towns have their own Acropolis or upper city, but Athens has the most famous one in the world. Highlighted by the Parthenon, the Acropolis is one of the most beautiful constructions made by man. Whether you see the Parthenon from miles away, from your hotel balcony or roof, from the city below or close up, you will be impressed. You can reach the entrance to the Acropolis by walking up one of the two approaches on the western end. Once you reach the Acropolis, you have a panoramic view of Athens, and when you look down at the Agora, you can see the temple of Hephaestus. From time to time, the Parthenon has been roped off to prevent visitors from destroying the precious marble. The sheer number of feet and hands of those who come to admire have had a negative impact on the site. The skyline is usually marred by the sight of a crane or some construction equipment, but this is due to vital reconstruction and preservation work since some of the marble has cracked and needs to be bound together. The Parthenon was completed in 438 BC after 9 years of construction. In 1687, munitions stored in the building exploded and the marble roof was destroyed. In 1801, Thomas Bruce, Earl of Elgin and British ambassador to Turkey, removed many stones from the structure and sold them to the British Museum. Over on your left, as you approach the Parthenon, is the Erechtheion, added between 421 and 395 BC. This building includes the porch of the Caryatids, where the supporting columns have been sculptured in the shape of 6 maidens. The ones on the site now are copies. 5 of the original statues are in the Acropolis Museum. The other one was taken by Lord Elgin. The Acropolis Museum at the far end of the site has a very impressive collection of pieces. As you move around the city, you see the broad variety in Athens. In Monastiraki Square, you find a beautiful Byzantine church in the middle of a vast shopping area. Nearby, as well as in every other part of Athens, you will find lively outdoor cafes. One of the most exciting places in Athens is the Plaka, an old part of the city at the foot of the Acropolis, where you will be surrounded by souvenir shops. Syntagma Square, meaning Constitutional Square, faces the Greek Parliament, which was completed as a royal palace in 1842. King Otto I proclaimed Greece's first constitution from its balcony. Greek soldiers guard the tomb of the unknown soldier and pose for pictures. The Olympic Games started in ancient Greece over 3,000 years ago and continued for over 1,000 years. In the 5th century BC, about the same time as the Parthenon was built, the Athenians constructed a temple to Zeus, the same size as the Parthenon, in the center of the Olympic grounds. The temple was destroyed by an earthquake. The ancient Agora or marketplace was originally a cemetery. Today, some tombs are still visible. In the 6th century BC, the Agora became a marketplace and the hub of activity in Athens. On the grounds of the Agora, a building similar to the Parthenon sits behind the trees. The Temple of Hephaestus, built during 449 to 444 BC. Although the temple of Hephaestus was built before the Parthenon and is in relatively good condition, it sits in the shadow of the omnipresent Parthenon.